Have you seen any silver linings during the pandemic, whether with the community that you've been working with or otherwise?
Absolutely. So the silver lining, what we see on Vitality Society is here's an opportunity for our members, no matter where they live, to get to know other people from across the country. And it used to be possible by traveling, but when you travel, it's like small vignettes and moments of engaging with the local community and culture. So if you were to go down to, let's just say, South Carolina and take a trip, like you wouldn't necessarily meet the local people. And if you did, it might be in passing. Here, people are really getting to know each other on the platform. Again, showing up to classes with great frequency, they build that community. Another example is our top tier caliber coaches. Our one program we have is in self-care, is our physical therapy program. And our physical therapy program is taught by the physical therapist in New York City who's won one of the best practices in New York City for many years, consecutive years in a row. And it's unlikely that one who lives in other states will have had an opportunity to be supported by someone in New York, right? Most people don't travel across state lines, maybe one state over from New Jersey to New York or Connecticut to New York, but most people are not traveling multiple states to get the highest quality care, service, or attention. And so by bringing these foremost experts to the platform, and our coaches are from New York, from Texas, from California, from Germany, we have coaches from Florida, we have coaches from all over. Now our members, wherever they live, can get that highest caliber coaching that's curated in a way specifically for them to get just enough support, but adequate challenge as well. And that's accessible to people wherever they are. So I think that's a silver lining as well. And we feel very fortunate that our members have a tremendous degree of satisfaction and connection to what we do. And I think by virtue of it being one of the few choices that people have to be virtual or perhaps detached, now people are really engaging. And they're really making it a priority to learn the technology. That, to me, we've demonstrated that technology is no longer an obstacle, but an opportunity for people who are young at heart that want to stay that way. And so the pandemic definitely made technology more desirable and forced people to make a greater commitment to understand how to use it.
So I would say that you have kind of a first mover advantage with your organization. And do you see are there other organizations that try and offer a similar product that you have, or is there anything out there that complements what you're doing, or have you seen anything emerge through the pandemic that might offer I guess a competition to the Vitality Society? Because I'm curious about, you have a really unique product that addresses a very important challenge, but it's a challenge that's like global. It's a huge challenge for every country that has aging populations. And here in the United States, I think this is an amazing example of a very unique opportunity. And you say that you have connections with in Germany, but do you see it rising in other countries, or is it something that we might have a unique advantage for here?
Absolutely. I think what we're doing is globally appealing. I believe for us, what we need to manage and support is just the different time zones, right? So if we have someone who lives in California and they have to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning for a 10 o'clock class, that's probably suitable. 10 a.m. class, that's probably suitable for someone in Germany. But like, for example, we often hear from people in other time zones, like for example, in Asia or Australia, and it becomes a little bit more complicated. So I do believe that if you have a physical presence in a single spot, in a single city, and you serve people who live within a vicinity of that spot, everybody is generally in the same time zone and can benefit from the same courses at the same time. And for us, we have to balance that. And so I would love to form partnerships with organizations all over the world that are interested in our model and help we can help expand what we do in different places and localize it to different cultures if necessary. But I do think what we are doing is a global appeal. In terms of our competitors, there's no question there's a lot of organizations and companies out there that provide parts of what we do. So there's a company that does just the peer-to-peer support model. So older people teaching older people, right? That platform exists. And we do that in our Vitality Society University and have for months. And then there's other platforms that have just a very robust library of recorded content that older people can access as they wish and they want. And we have a very robust recorded library as well, where all of our fitness and wellness classes are recorded for people to supplement their live practice. But I think there are many companies that are doing parts. Those are just two examples. And then there's a company called Silver Sneakers that historically has done incredible work, largely with gyms throughout the US. And they've begun doing their online platform and product. And I think they built that maybe even on the Facebook. I'm not entirely sure their platform that they use. But the idea is that for us, what Vitality Society does is it's really a composite. It's content is one part of it. Community is the second. It's the coaches that's third. It's the incredible concierge level service that we provide and level of assistance and support. So it really is those four pillars. And I think there are probably businesses in each one, but we happen to have a unique composition of how we go about it to make it very accessible with the concierge, very robust with the amount of content that we offer, incredibly high quality with the caliber of the coaching, and the community that surrounds it is built around what we offer. It's just very inviting, motivating, and welcoming. So again, lots of players in various different parts and pieces. I think it's the composite of what we do that makes us unique.